say I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera. I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control tonight.
Jeez Louise. Just go one day. No, not even one day. Just like, can we just stop the nonsense? I feel like every time I gotta boot up for just absolute fucking stupidity. Hello, and welcome. This is Anne late night. I had a bit of a nap. I had some shenanigans I had to take care of. And I'm booting up here late tonight, so that way we can go over some fucking drama, because that's all it is around here. Goddamn drama every goddamn day. But yeah, we're gonna be watching DSP's latest video. Yeah, we're watching the newest DSP video. That's right, Pocock. It's specifically in relation to DSP's final solution to Keemstar. I mean, final answer to Keemstar. I don't know. Sometimes I get them confused because DSP does this every week now. I don't know how many times we're going to do this, but I feel like we've been doing this like every week for the past like 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm so fucking over this. But yeah, DSP coming back at you with another video, and today he's gonna tell you all about how Keemstar fucked him in the ass or something. I don't fucking know. Oh god, not the final solution. I actually like that DSP's forcing against man. Well, here's the thing. Let me just had to make sure that you know what? No, I want a different bog. Yeah, we're using the bog. Love the boglum. We want this one. All right, good. We're going to use this layout because this is the layout. But DSP again, once again, Trouble in Paradise. Why not? Has put out a video. My final answer to Keemstar. I need the internet's help. I don't even understand what the hell he needs the internet's help for. This is his newest. I'm gonna pin it to the front of DSP Gaming because he needs to put his best foot forward, and that's always his clubbed foot. And he's hoping that he's going to get millions upon trillions upon billions and even quadrillions of views. And they're going to be like, Phil, you did nothing wrong. You did everything correct. And we love you. We love you and we want to suck your penis. I don't fucking know. But to answer your question on showing hand, I fell asleep at about 8 o'clock today. And I woke up about an hour ago. Like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do those dishes I had soaking. I was going to take care of some laundry that needed to be washed and folded. And I was going to take the trash out because I totally forgot to do that. And in all of my hurry, I come back, I sit down, I wanted to check out how he did on the night stream. Of course he didn't do a night stream because I fucking forgot that. I didn't fucking pay attention today. But I see this thing staring at my face. A little dinger told me, a little dinger whispered in my ear. And he was like, he put out a thing. And I checked the thing and I'm so baffled on the thing that we're checking out. Now, for those of you who do know or don't fucking care or whatever, this guy's been doing this for the last like month now, ever since the podcast with side scrollers ended. He had such a big mental schism, a fucking mental breakdown, because not only was he showing his ass to the entire fucking internet on being a lousy piece of shit and how he was absolutely incapable of answering even the most basic questions. But he somehow or another managed to ruin his reputation even further by solidifying the fact that he is incapable of handling any kind of level of criticism, even if it's just kind of fair-handed. He deluded himself into thinking this was the greatest fucking interview on earth, and we're still feeling the ripples, the aftermath, the aftershocks to this day, where he has some more insane nonsense drama, somehow or another related to side scrollers, somehow or another related to fucking Stuttering Craig or Adam Krigler or Keemstar, the guy who jumped in the last second to try and tell the world that, hey, DSP was kind of lying about his whole offer thing, lying about whatever Keemstar wanted to do. DSP knew full goddamn well the offer that was on the table and how he outright refused it by not engaging in it at all. This could have all been solved. Literally, all of this could have been solved by saying, I am not interested. And you just put that as a tweet. And if he had just tweeted that out, none of this would have been a problem. Yeah, this is narcissistic injury. Yeah, that is correct. This is all self-inflicted wounds. I'm done talking about Keem, never again. 2 days later, I'm done talking about Keem, never again. Yeah, it's the same cycle. We keep doing this over and over and over again. I'm almost positive, because spoiler alert, I was out and about having to pick up somebody from the airport today, and I got to watch some of the pre-stream. But I swear to God, today of all days, he was like, I am not going to respond to the nonsense, the drama. He knew the drama that was out there. I should pull up the fucking nonsense drama. I really should, but I'm not. I don't feel like pulling up Keemstar's fucking thing, his post. I should though. Fuck. Having to be prepared. Let's pull up his fucking Twitter so we can see exactly. I want to have the full context, the 48 hours to apologize, all of this shit. There we go. This is the thing that got posted up 48 hours ago. Or not 48 hours ago, 18 hours ago. DSP, you have 48 hours to apologize to the Lil Cow podcast and work things out. We have a long list of investors, brand deals, fans, stream deal offers, and interest from other creators to be guest on the podcast. Boogie Wings and whoever the third host is are gonna get paid. Now, there's a really simple way to deal with this. Like, this really is, there's like an insanely easy way to deal with this. You literally just say, I'm not interested. Have fun with your podcast. Look at that. 2 sentences. It takes less than like fucking 100 characters. He could have said that. It would have shut down everything. literally everything. Not only do you give Keemstar what he wants, but you don't give him what he wants. You give him the shortest, bluntest reply. But instead of that, this dude goes on a fucking 16-minute tirade dedicated to him, because what the hell else is this gonna be? I haven't even watched this yet, but already the first fucking frame has given me the vibes of this dude has lost his goddamn mind. This dude's a zombie. Wait, you're not supposed to say, Keem, you're a schizo and I will not have sex with you? No, that is not in fact the proper response. If DSP's response is anywhere in here that he wants to have sexual relationships with Keem, or if that is fucking implied, then this dude has lost his fucking marbles. And I'm willing to believe that's in there. You know, he's mad because Keem wants him to give an apology. You know what? I believe that has to play a large part into it. I mean, why wouldn't it? DSP is fucking ass mad because Keemstar is asking for DSP to apologize, and DSP never apologizes unless he's forced into apologizing. Remember that guy that he said, oh yeah, you know, I can't find out who he is, the guy he bullied back during the FGC, and it was during the stupid interview that he had. It was like, why did you apologize to this guy, this random ass guy? And it was like, oh, I don't know who he is, blah, blah, blah. I can't find him anymore. And then come to find out during the interview, they pull up his name within like fucking 60 seconds of him mentioning it. Show him the Twitters, like, go and apologize to him. And presumably apologize to that guy. But he has to be put on the spot to do any kind of apology whatsoever. This dude he refuses to give an apology. He always has to have the last word on everything. This guy's insane. Legit insane. You're in for a ride. DSP wants the apology. That shit's Skyward Sword, yeah. Let me guess, Keem has slandered me for years, Drew. Yeah, we're about to find out what the hell the subject matter is. Okay, so 16 minutes. I'm not gonna look up his pre-stream because I really have no desire to look up his pre-stream. But let's try to it's gonna be like 2 seconds and I'm already gonna fucking pause it. So let's try to, I don't know, contain your anuses, I guess. Put the music down a little bit. We can have it chill, but not too chill.
Hey everyone, Phil here again. And I find myself in a situation where once again I have to make a video to explain a situation and to give an answer to someone who has been basically bringing me up a lot lately.
I already want to say so much. I'm holding back. I'm holding back so bad. But if we wanted to give a response, we could have done it on Twitter. We could have done it on Twitter. You don't even have to worry. You could have literally, you know, just posted up. You didn't even have to add him. You could have just posted up on Twitter, and that just would have been the end of it.
And I feel like I need to publicly talk about it again. Even though I thought that this whole thing was over.
I have to publicly talk about it.
I feel like it's best for me to actually bring it up publicly one more time, just to clear the air and let everyone know what's going on. All right, so since last year, Keemstar has been trying to contact me. He's been publicly tweeting about me, threatening me and saying I absolutely must contact him or else.
I feel like I'm not going to get through this. He has been publicly threatening me to contact me or else. What's he going to do? Was he going to bust in and murder Jasper? Hey. Too early in the goddamn morning for this. I swear to God. I swear to God. What? What? What is this dude? What is he on? I want to have whatever this dude's on.
I did have a little bit of back and forth conversation with him in DMs on Twitter.
I'm going to threaten
you. He even made a series of little cutesy mini videos about me, discussing me from time to time. Oh, very flattering videos, by the way.
What the fuck is this video, Phil? What the fuck is this video and all the other videos? Are these little cutesy ass fucking videos? If I fucking look for the word Keemstar, am I going to find Keemstar anywhere here? If I look for Keemstar in DSP Gaming, DSP Spaceman Gaming, am I going to find Keemstar anywhere on here? Keemstar. More stuff about Keemstar. Final word to Keemstar. Wow, the 10 months ago, final word to Keemstar. Man, how many final words are we gonna have with that? Oh, look at that. Wabajack Keemstar. Look at that. Derailment Keemstar. Keemstar is mentioned somewhere in here. I don't know how the hell that's in there. Keemstar is involved in there. My final word on the podcast drama nonsense. That was a day ago. Jesus Christ. Cinco de Mayo. Somehow or another Keemstar is related to this. Man, how much more nonsense? How many final words? How many little fucking videos, cutesy ass videos do we have to make? Cutesy ass streams, cutesy ass everything about Keemstar. Dude, if I was none the wiser, I would assume this dude's like a scorned lover. There's like a fucking jaded ex. Oh my God. Yeah, he's milking it. He's fucking milking it. And that's coming from me, who's milking DSP. Oh my God, bro, calm down. You literally could have just said, like, in less than 10 words, you could have said, fuck off, I'm not interested. And that would have been the end of it. Literally the end of it.
And after having some discussions with him in DMs, I said, hey, let's talk further via email. He refused. He wanted to actually talk to me on the phone. Now, I found that kind of forward. I was
Wait. Hold up. Wait.
It was, by the way. And after having some discussions with him in DMs, I said, hey, let's talk further via email. He refused. He wanted to actually talk to me on the phone. Now, I found that kind of forward. I was like, whoa, well, all right. Well, the thing is, I kind of had to give him my number because I'd been doxxed years ago.
God damn. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not, dude. I'm not gonna make it. Oh God. Just remember DSP threatens to visit and herd people across the pond. That was old. That was a million years ago. That was in fucking, I want to go back. I want to just hear that again. I want to digest it. I can't digest it. I'm having indigestion.
In DMs on Twitter.
Okay, no, that's the part I want to hear again.
Tweeting about me, threatening me, and saying I absolutely must contact him or else.
Contact me.
I did have a little bit of back and forth conversation with him in DMs on Twitter. He even made a series of little cutesy mini videos about me, discussing me from time to time. Oh, very flattering videos, by the way. And after having some discussions with him in DMs, I said, hey, let's talk further via email. He refused. He wanted to actually talk to me on the phone. Now,
okay, very abrasive. Why is this guy wanting to talk to me on the phone? Why on earth would he possibly want to give me a phone call? That's fucking weird. Why would this guy who has millions and millions upon fucking subscribers and is a fucking multi-millionaire, why would he contact me over the phone or across, you know, for a business deal? That's fucking weird.
Found that kind of forward. I was like,
I found it kind of forward. Why on earth would he talk to me via phone?
Like, whoa, well, all right. Well, the thing is, I kind of had to give him my number because I'd been doxxed years ago.
I had to give him my number because I was doxxed years ago. Those are things that are completely irrelevant to each other. If you've been doxxed years ago, that just means you were doxxed years ago. But if you had to give him your phone number, that was in relation to a business call. Those things are mutually exclusive. They have nothing to do with each other. What the fuck? What?
So if I didn't give him my number, he was going to have it anyway.
If I didn't give him my number, he was gonna have it anyway. Thank you for the head pat. I'm trying to rationalize that in my head. Like, if I didn't give him my number, he would have called me anyway. So what? So you could have ignored him anyway? Because he didn't answer the phone. He didn't know who was calling. So none of that mattered. Like, literally, he just wanted to insert the woe is me, I was doxxed, and have that part of the narrative as if it was going to negate something. What a fucking clown.
I told him specific times to call, to have conversations. He didn't call me at those times. He was calling me instead at other times that were very intrusive to my life and my...
He can't name a single time in which he called. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know Keemstar's number. He doesn't have him on speed dial. He doesn't have him like... He doesn't even have like a caller ID. Told me at different times. Bro, when? Can you show us your phone? You've showed us your phone before.
Work schedule and things. It's kind of weird. I specifically said, hey, I'll be open to talk during these times. Please call. And instead, he kind of invaded my private life and tried to call at other times, which was really weird. And at that point, I basically kind of ignored the situation, figured it would go away. It didn't. He continued to keep tweeting about me, talking about me, wanting to talk to me, wanting to get me, involved in my life. It was kind of disconcerting, to say the least.
How are you ignoring the situation? You could have just said no on Twitter, and then that would have been the end of it. You could have just not done the weird drama react video on Keemstar, and that just would have been the end of it. But because DSP feels so slighted against this dude, he has to go on and on and on and on. And you know what the real reason is? This all stems because DSP is upset over the fact that other people are upset, because this dude right here, when he knew what the offer was. He even told us during the Side Scrollers podcast, like, I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to pull it up. But during the Side Scrollers podcast, he specifically mentioned to Kat, because he had a discussion at the table with Kat about the offer that was given. It was life-changing money. It was money that would reset him back to zero. The $50,000 that was being offered was a whole lot of money, and he had to discuss that with a significant other and his pet. And he found this where it would be a great deal, but he needed to have more information or something or whatever. But fast forward to today, and he doesn't need that fucking money, and the people who do need that money are boxing each other, and he feels sorry and pitiful and pity towards these two fat fucks who are going to be beating each other, Boogie 1488 and Wingo's My Cat is Dead of Redemption. He is now feeling sorry for these fat fucks having to fight each other for a measly 1/5 the prize money that he would have gotten if they just did a simple ass podcast, a sign-on bonus for a goddamn podcast. And he's upset now because they're upset that they lost on an easy payday, and he's being called out on it on the internet, and he has no defense over this because he's been saying the same shit over and over and over again for almost a year, which was, I'm not interested. These two guys are fucking pitiful clowns, and Keemstar is the master orchestrator of all of this nonsense. Bro, you could have just said no. If you had just simply said no from the get-go, from the beginning, this wouldn't have been a problem. Exactly, money that would have changed all parties involved. And he also likes to pretend that, oh, well, Keemstar could have just gave them the money. Bro, that's not how it works. That's not how a business transaction works. Keemstar needs to get something out of it too. He's not a philanthropist. He's not going to be sitting here and bailing out lolcows because they fucking made poor life decisions. And the same goes for DSP. But DSP wants to treat fucking Keemstar as if he's like a fucking Emerald 7 or something. And he should just be giving the money over to, the big fat asses and shit. And that way they can have their lives changed forever. I don't know. They're not gonna join his little podcast since he's pissed them off. Exactly. That's the key thing. Let me see if I can find the response. Betcha it is here somewhere. Betcha Keemstar fucking tweeted out or something. I can feel like Keemstar would have. You know what? No, I got a better idea. We can just go on fucking YouTube, because YouTube's gonna have this. It's going to be the Boogie, and it's going to be Side Scrollers, and somebody's gonna have it. Holy shit, that's way too long. This is the thing that we need. Oh my god, it's a James post. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna use James Lesser. All right. I looked at this. Please don't tell me he talks over this. Oh no. I'll find something. No, because he's gonna be talking all over this. I just want to have the raw video. Fuck. Look. I know you like to talk a lot, Mr. James, but I need the full thing, and I don't need you harping on it. Okay, I got Mr. Stuff's thing. I actually had a bookmark. No way. Holy shit, look at that. I saved myself some trouble.
Your relationship with Phil at all?
Not really. We're trying to put together a show, that lolcow podcast that Keemstar pitched, and then Phil's like, oh no, I don't want to work with Keemstar. I don't want a $50,000 paycheck. I don't want to pay off all my debts and taxes. I'd rather be miserable. I'd rather sit in a corner and cry all over myself. I'd rather bitch for a living, which also cost me a $50K payday, which also cost Wings a $50K payday. And I could use $50K, and I know Wings could use it. So he screwed everybody over. So I think he's trying to make it up for this with us trying to work with another third party that's not Keemstar. But I don't know if he'll follow through. I don't feel like Phil wants his problem solved. I think Phil wants to marinade in the misery of his own creation.
So you're
I don't know if that's true. I think deep down he's scared of what it takes to actually get to that point of being happy. It's a lot of self-reflection, which you even admit he's not very good at. You know, in his world, he's doing everything right, and when obviously that's wrong, and it's his delusions of grandeur, even though he thinks I pronounced it wrong. I did not. I think it's hilarious. I guess it's his illusions of grandeur, which is how he pronounced it, which is I find very humorous. But anyway, moving on from DSP though, I don't want to like just sit here and talk about DSP. Honestly,
Agreed.
I had PTSD from that DSP interview.
And it's just because of this clip, which not only did it reveal DSP's special ass surprise that he was hinting at during the DSP Reacts, the guys, I have something special in the works. I'm not going to tell you. It's, you know, blah, 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 blah. Boogie accidentally spills the beans that his special project in the works was he was working with a third party to get a fucking Lol Cow podcast of sorts, but not call it the Lol Cow podcast. And because that was ruined forever, DSP knows that he's not only at fault for losing 50K, and you can say that he didn't cause, like his rationale is, he didn't cause them to lose 50K, all right? It didn't happen because there wasn't 50K paid to them. They never had any money. Dude, if you had a business opportunity, because DSP, he likes to play these fucking semantics and shit. If you want to play the same fucking semantics that DSP plays, word it this way. DSP cried, bitched, moaned, and howled at the fucking moon when he was talking about those sponsorship opportunities that he potentially had with all of these cool people and everything, like the chair company and whatnot, and how the trolls ruined it. He didn't get paid for it yet, but he was already thinking about the money that he could have gotten, all of the money that potentially could have happened. But you didn't get paid, did you? You weren't gonna get paid, but you didn't get paid yet anyway. So how are you gonna cry about money that you didn't even get yet? This is why I don't like it when DSP likes to make these little fucking arguments and shit about how he coulda, woulda, shoulda, got all of these things and this nonsense, this, that, and the third. In reality, he should just accept the fact that he quite literally cost two guys 50K each, and himself 50K each, because he was indecisive and he was unwilling to work with a party or with somebody that he didn't like. And he could have squashed it all by saying, I'm not interested. People all would have been like, yeah, you know what? I understand, Phil. You don't like this guy. We're not going to force you into it. Whatever. But because he can't do that and he has to be so stubborn, it's just like, this is what you get. You get Phil weaseling around, trying to do shit behind the scenes, trying to undermine other people just so that way he can get a one-up on some dude who called him like a fucking fat ass and who jacked off on stream this one time. Wow, man. Jesus Christ. What a petty asshole.
I think at least in the last couple of months, I've pretty much made it abundantly clear that I really didn't want to talk to Keemstar. But then he interjects himself into an interview that I'm having on Side Scrollers that has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with him. And he's still following me around.
The reason why it had something to do with him, Phil, is because you made an opinion on Keemstar. And that thing was factual. No, it was like factually incorrect. You can't say something about somebody on somebody else's show and they say, well, I want to correct the record, and say, well, no, don't bring him on. Bro, you can't do that. That's so weird. That's so fucking weird. He goes on to somebody else's show. He said something else about somebody else, and he's expecting that fucking show to not bring on that person he just shit talked. God damn. But he didn't belong there. He snuck his way on there. He should have kept his fucking nose out of everything. Dude, if you wanted to, you should have kept your nose out of it. Should have said, I don't want to speak about Keemstar on this fucking show. Just say that. If he had just literally said that and said nothing about Keemstar, it wouldn't have been a problem. But because this dude can't take a hint and he always has to take a jab at somebody whenever he thinks he's safe, and then he gets punished immediately, and then he starts crying and bitching and moaning, why is it that I got hit in the fucking face? I don't know. He loves playing a perpetual victim. He loves this.
Essentially tweeting about me and saying all this stuff. But what you guys don't know is that it's actually escalated a little further than that.
Oh, you don't
All
know
right?
this.
So
You don't know this. I guarantee you like 90% of his chat knew that it escalated. I guarantee you 90% of his chat was trying to bring up the drama, and they weren't allowed to bring up the drama, or else they would have had the Mike Clitoris Mike Clitoris situation type deal, and they would have had to have been removed, forcibly ejected out of the stream, and he would have just been laughing the entire time. Ack. I'm gonna get you out of here, man. You're fucking stupid. You're bringing up drama nonsense. Probably while fighting some goddamn frogs. You know what? That's what he did. He fought some frogs today and he lost for like a fucking hour. Holy shit. Somebody was telling me about that. I had to look at the Ogdo fights or whatever the fuck it was. But that's what he would have done.
basically, today, I started receiving gifts. I got a bouquet of flowers showed up to my house. And by the way, it was a very beautiful bouquet of flowers from Keemstar.
What?
The thing is, I have allergies. And so when they showed up, I was like, oh, this is actually a really bad idea. My eyes started to tear up immediately. I started to get sneezy.
Hold up. Is this real or is this DSP doing a bit?
I started receiving gifts. I got a bouquet of flowers showed up to my house. And
is this actually real? There's no way. Oh my God. Don't pause? Oh my God. All right.
by the way, it was a very beautiful bouquet of flowers from Keemstar. The thing is, I have allergies. And so when they showed up, I was like, oh, this is actually a really bad idea. My eyes started to tear up immediately. I started to get sneezy. I was like, oh, this is bad. You know, obviously he didn't do his research here. So I did have to discard the flowers. He also did send some delicious gourmet chocolates. And let me tell you something, for those who don't know, I'm a chocoholic. And so when those showed up, I mean, regardless of the situation that I am trying to avoid the guy, I mean, the chocolates are here, so I ate them. And man, they were absolutely delicious. But still, you know, not interested. But then finally, the thing that kind of, you know, was kind of the big deal maker for me, he sent a ginormous box of EL fudge cookies. All right, now we all know.
My final answer to Keemstar. I need the internet's help. We are at 3 minutes in. We're doing a bit. What the fuck is the matter with this dude? What the actual fuck is the matter with this dude? What the fuck is the matter with this dude? This dude is unhinged. Keep what?
That those people that live in that hollow tree with Keemstar there and him, they're just experts at this. This is what they do. Those other Keebler elves and him, they're really good at making cookies. So I used to eat EL fudge when I was a kid, and I was like, man, I can't let these go to waste either. And I started picking out, and I realized, wait a minute, what am I doing here to myself, right? I thought I made it abundantly clear, but I guess I didn't. So now I have to make this video specifically to say publicly, directly to Keemstar, as well as the rest of the internet, I will not go out with you, Keemstar. All right, I'm sorry. I know you're interested. I know you've been trying now for about a year, and you've been really it's like real try hard mode. I get it. You know, I've been there when I was younger. I had a crush on someone, and I was kind of like trying to totally get her attention constantly, and it didn't work out for me. By the way, just so you know, I am married. All right.
Oh. I don't even know where to begin with this. So this dude is begging the internet for help, is mad about Keemstar, went on a whole like, here is the history of Keemstar and how he's a piece of shit, blah, 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 all these things, this, that, and the third. Then he does this weird comical bit about Keemstar sending flowers and chocolate and fudge cookies from the fucking Keebler elves and shit because he wants to do a bit saying that. Wait, he wants to do a bit that Keemstar is a Keebler elf instead of a gnome? Gnomes are and elves are two separate things. The joke was that Keemstar was a gnome, not an... Oh my god, this is even stupider. This is somehow or another even stupider. We didn't even get the joke right. Oh my god, I am having a headache right now. Legit having a headache thinking about this. We made this entire minute-long joke just to say, Keemstar, I won't make sweet, sweet love to you. And he didn't even get the premise right. He just got it all wrong. And his viewers are going to eat this up because they don't know any better. They're just fucking morons. They're actually fucking morons. There is a single fucking dent watching this fucking stream right now. I feel sorry for you. I don't know what it's like to be so mentally regarded, so mentally deficient, so fucking stunted in such a way that you can't understand how absolutely stupid this caved in fucking numbskull, as he sits there and he shows his fat fucking fingers off to the internet to show off his little brass shiny ring that he sometimes forgets to put on his fucking hand. The one that he picks at constantly because he has eczema, because we love our eczema. I can't believe that this is the guy that you cheer for. The same dude who literally sits there and he says, man, you know, it sure would be great if we got more tip money. Man, it sure would be great. Now, guys, you know, it's been a very slow day, very slow day. He gave all of that up. He gave up $50,000 that could have solved all of this problem just to put it on you, and you guys are to enjoy this bit. I hope you guys enjoy this. I really do. I hope you're satisfied with backing this strange fucking creature. Because I get to laugh at this for years and years and years. This is literally fucking drama TV for me. I literally woke up to watch a pre-recorded episode, and somehow or another, I'm not disappointed. I have found something that is just utterly wild. Just fucking wild. The divorce rumors got to him. Yeah, you can definitely tell that. He wants to prove, you know what? If the divorce rumors are getting to him, he might as well just go ahead and just full on consummate the marriage live on camera at this rate. Because this dude is willing to go out of his way for literally anything and everything. If you could just even rumor monger it even slightly. Just go and full blown fuck your wife just in front of the camera at this point, and it'll resolve everything or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, give us a new cat pic, please, Phil. If she could still fit on camera. Derek's all for it. Yeah, Derek be for it. You know what? He should just do that. He should do some special like elite tier videos on fucking OnlyFans or something. It's like, you know, get watch me rail my wife. It'll only cost you like $1,000 per sub, but you know what? It'll be totally worth it. It'll be pretty cool. You could do that. You could also show off your ring while you're doing it too, Phil. Point the camera. Yeah, it's right. You just point the camera, just show that fucking hand up there, just raise it up there, show the ring and everything while you're sitting there and giving it to her. Real good. What the fuck?
Right, and so I'm just not interested in you, man. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry I ate your chocolates. I should have probably just rejected them. I couldn't help it. They were so delicious. But anyway. The funny part is, obviously, everything I'm saying here is a joke. Well, I swear to God, with how the situation has gone in the last year, it's kind of creepy at this point. All right, like
that wasn't creepy. The whole joke wasn't creepy. Okay.
You might say, why is Darkside Phil making another video about Keemstar? Does Keemstar live rent-free in his head? No, he won't stop talking about me.
He actually answered my question.
At this point. All right, like you might say, why is Darkside Phil making another video about Keemstar? Does Keemstar live rent-free in his head? No, he won't stop talking about me.
So he does live rent-free in your head. And you can't stop responding because you're terminally online and you can't literally respond like a normal person. Exactly. It's the battle of the last words. Oh my god. I'm so over this. The more I play, the fucking madder I'm getting just thinking about this dude just being fucking weird.
He's still talking about me again today, even though
Quit
I made a
talking
series of
about me.
announcements on this very channel in
Why
the
does
last
he
few days
keep
stating
talking
I
about
want
me?
nothing to do with this man. He can't seem to get it through his egotistical head that I don't want any association with him. I will never
don't
work
wanna
with him under
fuck
any
you.
circumstance. He doesn't seem
I
to
don't
get
wanna
it.
have sex
like,
with
it's
you.
kind of like a stalkerish person who's trying to go out with someone and won't take no for an answer
Why
and just
do you
keeps
keep
trying.
wanting to have
Like,
sex with
no,
me?
I don't want to work with you, but there's a chance. No, there's no chance. I still don't like you. I still don't want to work with you. I don't think that you're ethical. I want nothing to do with you. Oh, but maybe if I say
DSP, at the end of your dumbass fucking interview, you literally didn't give a solid answer. You should have just gave a solid answer. It's like, no, dude, I'm not willing to work with you, and just leave it at that. Leave it at that. And if he tweets at you, just ignore him. But because you always have to have the last word, you have to sit there with your little fucking fat pompous face. You have to sit there and you have to pretend that you're getting one up on him, dude. And you got to get the last word. I won't let him, do this slight without me responding back. God damn. You wonder why you're a fucking lol cow. You never learn, dude.
say it this way, or maybe if I threaten, or maybe if I say it nicely, or maybe
threaten.
if I offer this, or maybe no. You know what I'm saying? So to get everyone caught up here on what's going on, because I'll very, very briefly summarize it.
Very briefly.
Keemstar wanted me to be on a podcast with Boogie and Wings of
Woogie?
Redemption last year.
You love how he almost said woogie?
Summarize it. Keemstar wanted me to be on a podcast with Boogie
Boogie? Wow, big up to Woogie1488.
and Wings of Redemption last year. He wanted to call it the Lol Cow Cast, and he wanted to offer us each
Yeah,
$50,000
Woogie
to be
and
on this
Biggs.
show. Okay? I didn't want to do it because I want nothing to do with the guy. If
didn't
I
even
wanted to be on a
remember the dude's
podcast with Boogie
name.
and Wings, I would just try to do it outside of having his involvement. I don't like Keemstar as a person. I don't like him as a businessman. I don't trust him. I want nothing to do with
This is
him.
cozy
So
alt.
he kept trying to contact me last year, and it didn't work out. He literally couldn't call me at the times I told him to call, and he wouldn't email or DM me the details of anything, so it just died. Out of nowhere this year, he shows up during an interview I'm having on the Side Scrollers. He has nothing to do with the interview.
He does, because he was brought up in the interview and you made comments about him. So maybe if you didn't make comments about him, then maybe it wouldn't have been a big deal. You literally could have said no, but you said, yeah, it's okay. You literally said, yes, it's okay for him to show up during that podcast. You accepted all of it. You literally accepted all of it. You fucking fat, bulbous nose fucking freak. You fat, slappable clown. You goddamn crooked beard having, fucking mouth drooping, fucking absolutely unhinged moron. You invited all of this problem onto yourself, and now you're reaping the rewards, the benefits of having been an absolute fucking idiot. You can't accept any of it. I can't help but stare at this thing because there's a gap between this fucking little soundboard thing. I hate this so much. I hate it. I can't not look away from it.
He has nothing to do with me or my life, but he interjects himself personally into the interview for no reason. Talking about this show. I'm like, I don't want to do this show with you. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
What are
you're
you
out of your mind.
talking about?
What it is this guy
What are you
seems to
talking
have in
about?
his head that he is so important, he is so powerful and rich or whatever it may be, that no one can ever say no to him. That there's got to be a miscommunication, or there's got to, you can't say no. For some reason, if he makes an offer, someone has to accept it no matter what. That's not reality, but that's the reality that apparently he lives in. So he's been stalking me literally for a year. He won't leave my name out of his mouth. He keeps constantly bringing me up, insulting me, but then he wants me on his show. Then he threatens me to be on it. Threats aren't going to get me on your show. I'm already not interested, and now you threaten me on top of it. It's not going to work, all right?
What the hell is all this then? Making videos about Keemstar? Is he this rattled that he thinks that a documentary is going to go out and on DSP's name and it's going to showcase how much of a fucking unhinged asshole he is? He likes to pretend that there's, you know what this reminds me of? A week or so ago, I think it was a week ago, I think it was during the DSP Reacts, he revealed that back in the day, back during, I think it was high school, he used to worry about gang stalking. Like, he worried about being stalked. Like, actual gang stalkers. I think this dude is actually that mentally far gone. He actually believes that there are actually people that are gang stalking him. Like, before he was actually a thing. And he thinks of it today. People are all out to get him. Well, you know what? People are technically out to get you in terms of make fun of you. They're not out there with swords and knives and ready to fucking backstab you. Oh. Yeah, restraining order against Keemstar arc when? Yeah, give it a bit. I want that to happen. I want him to have a restraining order just like his wife has a restraining order against Superman, and say, this guy keeps fucking mentioning me on tweets, and I can't wait for whoever reads that to be like, well, why didn't you just block him? I don't know.
So the only reason this is coming up this week is because recently behind the scenes, I had some conversations with a third party who was representing Boogie and Wings saying, hey, they're interested in getting you on a podcast with them.
I was talking to a third party who is interested in getting Boogie and Wings on. This sounds like it's one of the people that had emailed him initially, and he's trying to convert it into a podcast. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like one of his like 2 or 3 idiots that he said, oh yeah, they will totally, you know, do an interview with me or whatever before all the old side scrollers nonsense. And he's like, will you work with me to get a podcast going? Yeah, because I guarantee you they didn't just reach out to Boogie and Wings independently before DSP. That's nonsense. He specifically was going to hit them and saying, hey, you know, can we do this thing? There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Yeah, the lazy eyes in full effect.
Basically the show that Keem wanted to do, but without Keem, let's do it. And I said, I'd be interested. We were supposed to wait until Boogie and Wings had their boxing match. I guess it's in a week or 2. And when they were done with that, we were supposed to have conversations about it and maybe get it going and see what would happen. But we literally didn't even have a conversation about it yet in person. It was just ideas through a third party.
You DM'd him. You DM'd Boogie. I'm almost positive Boogie said that you were in talks with this. Oh my God. He was bragging about this thing was in the works and he was trying to get it together and he was hoping it was going to be a special project and everything. I literally remembered me playing Raft and listening to this during this dumbass unrecorded segment of fucking DSP Reacts. This was a whole thing. And he's making it sound even lamer and lamer by saying he's basically backing out of it. He's backing out of it and saying this wasn't even a thing. I didn't even have it fully fleshed out and it was going to be a third party who was going to control all of this. It's in the works, but not in the works. Exactly. He's literally wanting to have it both ways because Boogie spilled the beans and Boogie is fucking mad about the whole situation. And DSP doesn't understand that Boogie's mad about it. Just like how DSP wasn't or couldn't understand that Wings was mad about the situation. And that was weeks ago, literal weeks ago. It actually may have been a month ago when Wings was talking about how DSP cost him $50,000 and he had to do this boxing match. And he really was not happy about it. Nobody's happy about it, Phil. Just man up and accept the fact that you literally cost people money and yourself money. You wanted to say no, but you didn't want to say no. Didn't want to be direct, and you wanted to have your cake and eat it too.
Okay. Well, what ended up happening was Boogie let slip that we had been talking about this because he was interviewed by the side scrollers, I guess, this past week. And when he let slip on the show that this,
I guess he got interviewed. I guess he was on side scrollers. I guess he let it slip. What do you mean he let it slip? It was in the works. We didn't have anything solidified yet. What do you mean we let it slip? Was it supposed to be a secret, Phil? Was it supposed to be a secret? I guess it was. I guess you had more than just talks in the wings, huh? I don't know. Maybe you should have had him under NDA. Maybe you wouldn't have slipped.
What's happening? I guess Keemstar became infuriated that we would do a podcast without him. And he went back to Boogie and Wings and basically said,
he got infuriated that Boogie and Wings, the dudes that he currently has, getting ready to box the fucking brakes off of each other. And fucking whatever, literally next week, I think. He got so mad that these two clowns that he literally has under his thumb that are gonna fucking beat the snot out of each other for fucking 60 seconds before they totally win themselves and do a double TKO. He got so mad that he went back and he talked to them and he's like, no, we're gonna do our own podcast, bro. It was his idea in the first place. It was his idea in the first place. He already has these two people contracted and wanted to do more shit with them in the future. You don't have any money to offer them, Phil. You literally have zero money to offer them. What are you even talking about right now? Oh,
Well, now I'm gonna offer them.
Do a poll for the winner, Boogie versus Swings. Yeah, sure. We'll do a fucking poll. Guys, who is gonna win the Keebler boxing match? Is it going to be Woogie or is it going to be Bings? Vote now. Vote now. It's either Woogie or Bings.
Their money again, their 50 grand, only now I'm gonna find a third host because Phil doesn't want to do it. So he makes a tweet about this Friday night on his Twitter. DSP has been kicked off the Lalcow cast and we're gonna find a third member. Who should it be? Everyone give me your opinions. And I read I'm not on the podcast. I never was. I never talked to him about it. I never agreed to do it. How can you kick me off of a podcast I'm not on? Again, it's delusion. It's actual egotistical delusion, like a stalker who won't leave you alone and is creating this weird narrative in their head when they get rejected.
This is like in DSP's head. I want to know what it's like to be DSP. I want to know what it's like to be such a schizo. Such a like, does he conjure up his own demons? Does he actually like flip on the lights in the hallway before he walks down to go to the bathroom? Is this guy afraid of his own fucking shadow? What is it like being DSP, hearing the voices in the walls? What is it like having a tinfoil hat? I literally could put a tinfoil, you know what? I literally could put a tinfoil hat PNG and it would make so much more sense. Grab one of these. Fuck you, Pinterest. I want to make a fucking joke with a tinfoil hat. I don't even feel like doing this. I'm already done. The joke's already too old. It took too long. It literally would have been a DSP tier joke. Dude, it's like Alex Jonesing over here, but he's not even being funny about the gay frogs or anything. This sucks.
Oh, I publicly made a video here a couple nights ago telling you all what was going on, saying, hey, listen, the only thing that's happening from my understanding is I'm having a conversation with Boogie and Wings behind the scenes about a podcast with us. I don't know about him being involved with anything because he's not. That's not the discussion we're having. If he thinks he's involved, I want nothing to do with it. So I don't know what he's talking about. I was never on his show. He's nuts. Okay? The next morning, I get told by a bunch of people, well, now what's happening is Keemstar's upset, and so he contacted Boogie and Wings, and he's trying to do the show without you, and he offered them the money again. So that whole podcast with you guys is off the table. And I'm like, well, I don't know. They said nothing to me. I did reach out to them. I tried to get an answer. I didn't initially get an answer. They ignored me.
But what does it matter, Phil? The project is then canceled. It doesn't matter. There was no money involved. There was no money that was lost. There was no money exchanged. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? If this had went on and you didn't do that weird little sneak, like oh, the trolls are never gonna see this or anything, right? And everybody was thinking it was a June the King documentary when it really wasn't. It was just a DSP trying to go behind Keemstar's back to get another fucking podcast going where he was gonna literally offer no money other than a fucking three-way split over people that were gonna somehow or another cheer and give him money. I don't even know how it was gonna work. That's actually kind of wild how he thinks it was gonna work. But he's crying over milk that wasn't even fucking milked from the cow yet. Literally, the milk spilt was not even milked from the cow yet. The lol cows, if you will. And he's crying over it because, oh, well, Keemstar went behind my back, going behind his back to sign them up for the podcast, the thing that he was initially going to do in the first place, and DSP had no interest. And now he is crying over it. He's literally crying over it, saying that he doesn't get to be a part of the thing that he didn't want any part of. Bro, think about that for a second. Think about that for an actual second. This dude is mad because Keemstar is going to restart the podcast idea, the thing that DSP wanted no part of, didn't care for. And it's not going to include DSP. What does he care? The only way that he can potentially care is if it somehow or another becomes successful and they get money. And if they get money that he lost out on that money, then what is it going to be? It's going to be him crying because he lost money? It's going to be him crying because it was Keemstar? Him crying because he wasn't able to pull one over on Keemstar? What are we even crying about right now? We're literally crying about an idea that wasn't even his, for a fucking show that wasn't even his, for a fucking people that weren't even himself, doing a thing that he wanted no part of. We're literally crying about people across the street and they're having fun, like riding on their bicycles, and he was invited to ride on the bicycle too. And he said, no, I don't want to ride on my bike. I want to sit here and cry in the corner. Oh my god. What do you people fucking what do you vote on? The poll results are in. The results are people think that Bings is gonna win over Boogie, or I mean Woogie. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Bings is gonna win.
So I talked on my podcast the next day, I think this was like Saturday morning, and said, listen, here's the deal.
Here's
I wish
the
Boogie
deal.
and Wings the best, but I'm done with this drama. I want nothing to do with it. I really, I'm just completely done with it. I just want to move on with my life and not be involved in any of this stuff. I'm done with it.
I want to move on from all of this. I want to be done with this. Then why on earth did you involve yourself on doing the same idea that fucking Keemstar wanted to do, but without Keemstar? If you were done with the drama and the nonsense, why did you go behind Keemstar's back to do any of this shit in the first place? With two dudes who are contractually obligated to fight each other on behalf of Keemstar. Why? How did you think this was going to work out, Philip? How did you think this was going to work out? Did you think that they were just never going to say a thing? That they were going to swear to secrecy? Wings has already leaked his DMs multiple times about you.
Answer is, if it has any involvement with,
I want to see
Keemstar, I don't
your movie
want
sucks
involvement.
box cool cat
you know, I'm
too.
moving on.
That'd be pretty cool.
Good for them if they want to do business with Keemstar and they make a lot of money and they find a third host and they make $1 million each. Great for them. I don't care. Just leave me out of it.
This is
Completely
I don't
leave
care.
me alone. I'm done. Okay, and that's where I left it Saturday morning. I think that's it. That's the end of it, right? I've said my piece. We're done.
Did you?
I get up this morning. Everyone's telling me, "Oh, did you know Keemstar tweeted about you again?" I'm like,
I'm like, whoa, did you know that Keemstar tweeted about you? And Phil is like, oh God, I can't escape it. Did you know that Keemstar tweeted about you? Wow, you should have been like, wow, I don't care. If he was like, wow, I don't care, he wouldn't have to make this face right now. But it's so clear that this dude cares way too much. Way too fucking much. Just like everybody ever saying anything about him on the internet ever, he cares way too fucking much. Yeah, that is a new 7TV emote. We just need to have just his hands clipped out and everything, and just his head looking down. It's pretty good. I'll work on it. I don't know. We'll work on it.
what?
What the fuck?
Have I not made it abundantly, straightforwardly clear? Again, it's like the mindset of a stalker that won't take no for an answer. He keeps talking about me. So now he made a tweet overnight saying DSP now has 48 hours to publicly apologize to the Lolcow cast, and then he can be on the show again. And I'm like,
I'm gonna make a 16-minute video literally crying and crapping myself in front of a fucking pre-recorded audience about a tweet that I don't care about, from a guy I don't care about a subject I don't care about, and I want nothing to do with, and I hope they make money. You see how nonsense this is, Phil? Do you see why it is that you're up making chocolate pudding? Literally making Keebler elf pudding? And I'm wondering what the fuck you're doing as I walk in. Do you not understand this, Phil? Can you not understand any of this? You could have literally did nothing. Literally doing nothing would have solved everything. But you chose not to do that. You chose to capitalize on drama and make yourself look like even more of an ass. DSP needs to stop playing hard to all these complicated steps, all for Keemstar's banana. Yeah, I agree, actually. Third person Keem can get for the podcast could be used my only blade about a little cow, plus Blade has history with wings. No, you know what the ultimate person they could get as a third party? It just would be Rich. If they got RTU, it would be hilarious because it would just be 3 fat guys talking and they would be able to just dunk on Phil nonstop. It would actually be kind of hilarious. It would piss Phil off even further because it would be Rich. And Rich, he could use the money, but more importantly, DSP hates Rich's guts. So if he did that, it would just be a double blow. It would just literally piss him off to no end. You would never hear the end of it. Literally never hear the end of it. Now LTG, he could be on, but LTG has nothing to add to any of the conversations. 1,000,000%. If you had Rich on the fucking podcast, DSP would just be rustled every single day of his goddamn life. You never hear the end of it. He makes snide remarks at all 3 of these fuckers. He would never want anything to do with any of these guys ever again. But he would keep saying it over and over and over again. He would entertain the super chats. If it was Rich and it blew up, DSP would be so bad. Yeah, he'd be ass man. LTG would just call him both fat slobs. No, LTG has already talked to Wingo before, and actually LTG was rather not hostile against Wings. It was kind of weird. That LTG doesn't really have a beef with Wings. He knows that he exists and he has his own thing. Yeah, he thinks he's a fat fuck, but I think that would only be performed during his streams. I don't think if it was during a podcast style thing, I don't think he would do that. Nah, LTG likes to put on a very specific character, and this is coming from me, who's had to sit and listen to LTG in real life, like actually physically being in a same fucking like 10-meter perimeter of him and having to listen to a conversation with the man LTG himself. I'm telling you right now, he does a weird, dumb fucking persona. He has his own weird persona when he's like offline, and it's the most fakest shit you could ever imagine. I'm telling you.
What are you talking about? Are you deaf or stupid or both? Okay, wow. You know, I really feel at this point, and I wish I were joking. I'm starting to get scared. I'm starting to think I should contact someone about getting a restraining order against him.
I wish I could be joking, as he literally spent a minute setting up a joke about Keebler Elves, about a gnome. I wish I could be joking. You literally joked at the beginning of this video. 2.5 minutes in.
This guy, like, he won't take no for an answer. I've said it 1,000,000 times. I want no involvement with Keemstar whatsoever. All right, none. I don't want nothing to do with this man. I want him to leave me alone and stop mentioning him, stop considering me for a show or any projects. I want no business relationship whatsoever with Keemstar ever in my entire life. Done. And when I'm dead and buried, I don't want you digging up my body for things either. Or when I'm burned and I'm cremated, I don't want you trying to get my ashes. All right? I want you away from me. I want nothing to do with you.
He is smiling when doing this. Look at this dude. He is having the time of his life right now. He's loving this. He thinks he's doing a bit. He loves that he's doing a bit. He loves that he's doing a bit.
At all. I don't understand why this guy keeps bringing me up. I don't get it. I'm at a loss. It's, again, the only thing that I can think of is that I'm the only person in his entire life who's actually told him no. That I don't want to do anything with him. And he can't handle that. He can't handle the fact that someone would say no, especially someone like me who he knows I could use money, it would help me, but I have morals. And some people say, oh, you can't swallow your pride. There's a difference between swallowing your pride or actually having an ethical code that tells you don't do business with this person who does things you don't stand for.
DSP, could you swallow your pride for like literally? Could you swallow your pride for like a week and just shut the fuck up? Would it kill you? Would it actually kill you? I don't know. I actually don't know. For Phil to issue challenges to other people, get your name out of my mouth, stop talking about me, all this, that, and the third. Would it kill DSP to swallow his pride and just shut the fuck up? It's like it's like it would probably be impossible for him. He has to just be the center of the fucking universe. He's he'd rather swallow a load. Well, he's doing a good job throating Keemstar right now. He's doing the best of jobs right now.
Don't like the way that he operates. I think he's hurt people. I even hear more I keep hearing more stories about how he just started a new show called the Keemstar Show, and apparently within a couple of months of the show running, one of the hosts wanted to quit, and he gave him a hard time, and now he's slandering that person. It's like, wow, here's a case in point. Something he just.
We're literally doing slander right now, Phil. We're literally doing slander right now. We're doing hearsay right now. We're literally talking about drama that has nothing to do with your drama right now. We're literally slandering Keem right now with no evidence. Whoa, we're not even bringing up the names of the people. We're just making shit up and we're just talking about Keemstar. Whoa, he doesn't even know the fucking dude. Exactly. What is this? What is the relevance of this? What is the relevance of this? Exactly. He knows so much about Keemstar despite not paying attention to anything about him. This dude is bringing up a show that I don't even fucking know and I don't even fucking care. And he won't even name the show. He won't name the people. He won't name any of this shit, but he'll only name Keemstar. He's literally doing the thing that got himself in trouble in the first place, which was talking about Keemstar and doing it in such a way in which he's basically defaming him. And I'm not saying that whatever happened with this supposed show isn't like true and honest. I'm just saying that you can't say all of this shit without like bringing anything up. There's a reason why context matters. This dude, like, literally, he cries and he crows about people not, taking him out of context and everything. And then people show him the context. And he's like, no, that doesn't count because, it's different, right? But whenever it's for DSP, he can literally bring up whatever the fuck he wants. He can pretend he said this, that, and the third. And it's okay because you don't need the context or whatever. He would not say any of this to Keem's face at all. No, he wouldn't. No, absolutely not. This dude would be terrified of Keemstar if Keemstar was ever next to him, even in the same room as him. If he was even on the same phone call as Keemstar, he wouldn't be saying any of this shit. Dude is a scared little bitch that sits there in his little hovel, in his little fucking snort fort, in his fucking fart box. And he sits there and he throws stones outside of his fucking glass house, hoping to God he doesn't break and shatter everything that he's built up over the last 15 years. Oh my God.
Did a business relationship that fell apart, and now this guy's being destroyed by Keemstar because he has a business relationship with him. So how would that be a good example of how I would want to go into business with someone? I'd be nuts, right?
Okay, thank you.
Again,
mentioning
Boogie and Wings
random
can
guy.
do absolutely whatever they want, and they can find a third host for the show. I don't care. I want nothing to do with a lol cow cast, and never did.
You never did, but you were talking to a third party to make a podcast with the same lol cows and call it something else. Yes, you did. You admitted you did in this video. You admitted to it in DSP Reacts that you had a special project. Boogie admitted to it. Boogie spilled the beans. Yes, you did want to do a special lolcow podcast without the ringleader. You wanted a different ringleader, and you wanted to not call it a lolcow podcast. You even stated the only reason why you would want to do this is if Keemstar was not even ahead of this. And for him to have the audacity to say this,
right? So listen, again, Boogie and Wings can do absolutely whatever they want, and they can find a third host for the show. I don't care. I want nothing to do with a lol cow cast, and never did.
For him to say that after saying all of that shit in the beginning is such a bold-faced, no, dude, this is such a fucking play. I don't even understand. I don't. You have to have the memory span of a fucking goldfish if you were to watch this from start to finish. I don't even think goldfish had that bad of a memory. If I'm being truthful and honest, you actually have to be more than a subhuman, more than a sub goldfish to literally forget the lesson that he just taught you earlier about Boogie spilling the beans, and then see this and put two and two together. It's like, hey, wait a minute. DSP's kind of telling a lie. Woke up to drama, Mr. I don't care about drama. Yeah, this dude is crying because Keemstar sent him a tweet. Keemstar sent this dude, not even sent him a tweet, but like literally fucking tweeted at him. I'm so in this guy, I really don't. He's so mad because all this dude had to do is do this one tweet, and this set him off forever. DSP, you have 48 hours to apologize, or you're not going to be part of it. Well, guess what? Don't apologize and say, I don't want to be part of it. If he literally said that, said, I don't want to be a part of it, I don't apologize, that would have been the end of it, and just move the fuck on. Literally move the fuck on. It's so simple. It's actually kind of criminal how simple it is to solve all of this. But he can't do that, because why would he ever do that?
Any show I was going to have involvement with wasn't going to be like that. It was going to be a serious show with serious topics where we have some self-respect and treat each other with dignity, not call each other lolcows and act like assholes.
Oh, okay. So that's the difference. Instead of the theoretical topics that weren't even discussed about the fucking show that you didn't want to be a part of, about, you know, 3 fat dudes talking to each other with Keemstar being the ringleader. Look at these, look at this 3-ring circus with these 3-ringed fat asses talking about shit. It was actually going to be another dude being the ringleader, and they were going to talk about serious topics. Like what, Phil? Going to talk about video games? Let's be honest for a second. What on earth would they have possibly talked about? Just think about that for a second. What on earth would Boogie, Wings, and fucking DSP talk about to each other? It can't be video games because Boogie doesn't give a shit about it, and Wings hardly plays any video games. And DSP fucking abjectly hates video games. They can't talk about cars because DSP's not a car guy, and Boogie won't give a shit. They can't really talk about, well, no. I think Wings and Boogie could probably talk about firearms. Exactly, the show starts, hey everybody, how you doing? They talk about burgers. Yeah, maybe they talk about food. It would just be 3 fat guys talking about food. They're suffering from trolls where Wings wins hands down. Yeah, I guess I could just talk about them being trolled, which then it would just turn into a lolcow podcast. DSP is the king of lolcows, and Chris Chan is the queen. They would be perfect for each other. I don't think so. Chris Chan is like the proto cow, like he's the alpha and the omega. DSP is just a offshoot. He's a mild, mid-level, nothing happens cow. Like the slowest fucking burn. It's not like Ralph, where Ralph is always set ablaze and he's like burning out at the speed of sound right now. Dude is like speed running his way to destruction. Chris and DSP share a lot of similarities. They do. They're both unwilling to take any level of criticism, and they're both unwilling to understand the situation that they're in and fully grasp it. They just kind of want to keep doing this. Dave's one of those probed cows. Yeah. Alpha's Ralph cow. Yeah, Ralph a cow. I agree. Both love both have tism. Yeah, they both love this. This is you know, I think that's the reason why he doesn't wear the Sonic hat so much, because he knows how much of the weird hate and similarities that he gets for looking like an absolute clown and being compared to Chris Chan. That's the real reason why he doesn't like wearing that Sonic hat. Because I guarantee you, if he had the promise that he'd get $150 every single fucking stream if he wore the Sonic hat, it would always be met. 100%, at least for the next like 200 streams. But he can't, his dignity won't allow it. But he's willing to dress up in actual clown attire, like full on makeup and fucking honking nose and everything. He's okay with that, but he won't dress up as a Sonic character because it hits too close to home.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sonic streak, dude. It literally.
I hope now, after publicly making this video, and I certainly hope everyone will share this video. Share it with the whole fucking internet. Let them know.
What are we sharing exactly? Because the last 12 minutes have been you crying. Like, you made a joke for a minute and a half. You talked about Keemstar a lot. You shit talked him, and you said that this dude was stalking you because he tweeted at you. What are we sharing again? I'm sharing the video right now. I'm sharing it to all, I don't know how many of you are currently on here. I'm sharing it to all of you right now who are watching this video, watching this fucking impromptu live stream, where I've taken a 16-minute video and I've stretched it out to more than an hour. What are we sharing? We're sharing what exactly? We're sharing that DSP had a tweet against him, that somebody tweeted at Phil. No, he didn't even tweet at Phil. Actually, he didn't even tweet at Phil. He didn't even mention Phil. He just said DSP. That could be, what is it, Devi Sri Prati or whatever. That literally could have been the Indian guy. The guy who's from India who does music. It's, what is it? DSP, Devi, Sri Prasad, this guy. He literally, dude, what if Keemstar was actually adding this guy? Now, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I think that Keemstar was trying to reach out to this dude. He's actually pretty famous. Maybe he wanted him on the podcast. And DSP has gotten everything mixed up. Yeah, you know what? It all makes sense now. It all makes sense.
I, Phil Burnell.
I, Phil Burnell, grabs tits.
Darkside Phil, and
Darkside Phil.
making it known. First of all, I don't want to go out with Keemstar.
I don't want to. Okay, there we go. We don't want to go out with Phil, or we don't want to go out with Keemstar. That's number one. Keebler Elf, I'm sorry, but I don't want to go out with you.
I'm married and I have no interest in him whatsoever. And number two, I want no business relationship with him whatsoever. None. No relationship at all.
I don't want to have a relationship with you. So that's basically number one, but spread out. Spreading the cheeks out to number two.
Leave me alone. Don't mention me. Don't bother me. I'm going to stay here and make content for my audience, and I want nothing to do with you. I'm publicly stating it.
I hate when he says, I want nothing to do with you, and you see
Stay
this.
here
Look
and
at
make
this.
content for my audience, and I want nothing to do with you.
He says, I want nothing to do with you, and he does that. I want nothing to do with you. As he sits there and he licks his lips. I want nothing to do with you, Keemstar. I want nothing to do with you. I'm happily married. I want nothing to do with you. Yeah, exactly, Marked One. He can say what he likes. DSP is pretending that Keemstar is unable to say anything on the internet. Bro, what? He's allowed to say whatever he wants, just like we're allowed to say whatever the fuck we want. Oh, man, I've been drinking too much vodka and cranberry juice to deal with DSP. I'm gonna go back hanging with friends and VR. Have fun. All right, we'll see you later, Raziel. Yeah, exactly. Phil's playing hard to get. That's all it is. He knows what he wants. He's licking his lips. He's hungry.
I'm publicly stating it as clearly and concisely as possible. All right? So,
full screen, even though he's full screen. Look at this. Look at this. He's looking to do the thing. He's looking to change source right now. He wants to do this. Do I even have a full screen? I probably do. I'm literally doing the DSP thing. He wants to do this, but it's gonna be, you know, with himself. It's gonna be he wants to do this. He wants to be like, no, don't you understand, Keemstar? I don't want to suck your dick. No, leave me alone. He's literally doing this. He literally took the same amount of time for me to do the same exact joke because I'm looking for an outdated scene that I don't even have keyed into anything. Oh my God.
do I want to be on the Lol Cow cast?
Like clockwork. And then he's gonna switch to the other one that has the explanation points. Look at this.
Well, let me think about it. No.
Oh my God, I hate this dude. He's so fucking lame.
No, I don't want to
No.
be, all right, at all.
No.
I'm telling you as abundantly clear as I can make it. I want nothing to do with it at all. There's no circumstance where I'm going to change my mind. There's no circumstance where it's worth the hassle, the trouble, and being stalked all over the internet, all right? I'm done with it. Please, leave me alone. I'm trying to be as nice about it as possible at this point.
Oh, he's
all
trying to be
cracks aside
nice.
about you being a Keebler elf, even though,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm done. I just don't want to deal with it anymore, all right? Leave me alone. You have
Leave
fun
me
with your guys
alone.
over there. You make money. Good for you. I
Go
don't
make
even
your
know
money,
how I
dude.
even came up in the discussion because I never had any association with Keem before. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't even make sense. And again, I literally got kicked off the podcast 2 days ago, even though I wasn't on it. And now 2 days later, more tweets. Oh, he could be back on if he apologizes. What are you talking about? This is literal, not logical thinking. This is
DSP, this is not literal. This is not logical thinking right now. You want to see how easy it is to do what it is that I'm telling you to do? This is how easy it is. No. I don't want to do a podcast with Keem. Ooh. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. That's all you had to do. Look how quick that was. And I wasn't even typing quick. I was literally doing the thing you do where I like word for word say what it is I'm typing. Look at that. Look how easy that was. And it is just done. It's done. It's public record. You say your little doo-hoos, you get your jokes out of the way, it's done. Literally, that's all it is. It would have taken you less than 16 minutes. It would have took me less than a fucking hour and a half. I'm gonna sum up what DSP is saying. Let me talk trash and keep on pigeon blue or pigeon bird app or whatever, holding on onto loose straws to make myself seem better than everyone else. Also, how am I doing? I'm ready to wrap this up.
Like crazy person thoughts in their head. Oh, he really wants to be on the show. No, he really wants to be on the show. We're just gonna give him another chance. Maybe he'll do it now. Maybe he'll do it now. No. Not logical thinking. This is like crazy person thoughts in their head. Oh, he really wants to be on the show. No, he really wants to be on the show. We're just gonna give him another chance. Maybe he'll do it now. Maybe he'll do it now. No.
There's some good frames in there too.
Oh, he really wants to.
I feel like there's a really good frame in here somewhere. Hey, you can
be on the show.
There it is. There it is. Found it. It's a pretty good screen right there. That's the that is my inner demon right there. Double A, if you wanted to if you wanted to know what my inner demon looks like, that's my inner demon right there. That's actually my inner demon. Oh my god, this guy is such a joke.
Joe, no, he really wants to be on the show. We're just gonna give him another chance. Maybe he'll do it now. Maybe he'll do it now. No, I don't. Leave me alone. And I mean it too. Like, if this continues, I might have to start looking into like, what can I do to protect myself from someone who won't leave me alone? I'm tired of it. At this point, it's become like a mass campaign against me to keep bringing me up in a negative way. I'm done with it, man. I don't bring up Keem unless someone brings him up talking about me first. I don't care about this guy. We couldn't be further apart in mindset and what we do with content on the internet. So why do I have to keep being in his mouth? And why do I have to keep bringing it up? I don't want to anymore. I'm done. All right. So please stop. Everyone out there, stop the madness.
Everyone out there. I thought this was Keemstar. Now it's everybody? Wait a minute. What? What?
That's what it is. I have no interest in any of this shit. I just want to be here making fun, chill content for my audience and be left alone from this worldwide drama that everyone keeps trying to pull me into. I have no interest in your bullshit.
Mr.
Leave me out of it.
Worldwide
okay?
Phil.
So, am I going to be on the Lolcow cast?
Full screen? No.
Do I have interest in working with Keemstar? No. Am I going to go out with Keemstar? No.
Do you look like you have jaundice? Actually, now that I look at it, when I see that kind of orange mouth, sometimes I think it. But his eyes kind of give it away. He doesn't have jaundice. But what if he did? I don't know. Liver spots are coming in nicely, Tubes.
No. Do I like chocolate? Well, yes, I like chocolate. But I'm not going to be eating any more chocolate from Keemstar. I've had enough.
That means two things. That means two things.
I'm now washing my hands of it publicly. This is it. I'm done. If anything else is said out of that man's mouth, he's nuts. Just as soon as he says DSP at all in a tweet, in a video, any of his content, he's nuts. He's an obsessed person who needs to be stopped. Quite frankly, authorities need to be involved at this point because he won't leave me alone, and I'm tired of dealing with this guy. Leave me alone.
Get
all right?
the cops.
That's as clear and effing concise as I can possibly make it, and I hope that message is now abundant to everyone.
They message?
As I can possibly make it, and I hope that message is...
They message? What is they message? I hope they message? I'm gonna turn off the music. They message?
As clear and effing concise as I can possibly make it, and I hope that message is now abundant to everyone.
Hope they message is abundantly clear to everyone. Okay.
And we can stop wasting our time with this nonsense. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Hope you enjoy? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this. Well, you can definitely tell where his mind was. His mind was literally, I need to make content for my fans. Yeah, does this look like a dude who's being stalked? No, this isn't a dude who's being stalked. He's not being stalked. He's not being anything. He literally took a piece of content that was online and tried to make it funny and tried to make it a bit and tried to fucking pin it up to his dumbass channel so he could make some easy, cheap views. This is so transparent. This is so lame. This is so ridiculous. This is not even content. It's negative content. This is anti-content. I'm literally feeding into the algorithm by not only watching this and slowing it down and watching it again over and over and over again. I have literally spent an hour dissecting nonsense. A dude making poo jokes and scat jokes and wanting to have sex with Keemstar jokes. And talk about him being a Keebler elf, even though it's supposed to be a gnome. All because he was really, really booty bothered over a fucking tweet, a thing that he could block. He doesn't even fucking listen to Keemstar. He's supposed to not listen to the drama. He's not supposed to listen to any of the nonsense, but here we are listening to the nonsense. Think this is crazy? Read some of the dense comments. Okay, let me fucking refresh them. What do these people have to say about this? Cops, I need a restraining order. Cops, okay, against who? Keemstar, he's an internet guy. Cop, well, the digital version of a restraining order is just a block button. Pikachu face. How did he approve this? I literally agree with this comment. This is literally how I feel about everything. It's literally just block the dude. Oh my god. For some reason, Keem's obsessed with you and wants your acceptance badly. Trash talking and mocking while acting like he has good intentions. What the fuck was this? What the fuck is DSP's entire career whenever he talks about anybody? Does everybody just seemingly forget about how he shit talked Wings for literally a year and a half? 2 years? Does everybody not remember how he called Wings a liar and he called his wife an enabler? Do people like this fucking absolute abject regard, do they just simply forget that happened? They probably do, or maybe they haven't been along for that long. But that's what DSP did. During DSP playing that stupid, what the fuck it was? It was like a battle royale, but it was like with the race cars or whatever in an arena. He called Wings' wife an enabler and a piece of crap. And during the PUBG matches, he called, no, I don't think it was PUBG. I think it was, God, it was one of the Modern Warfares or something like that during the multiplayers. He called Wings a fucking liar and he wanted nothing to do with this dude. Yeah, see how much that changed. Keem is acting like a needy ex. Keem just wants to make big money and sees you as prime real estate, including Boogie and Wings. Because Keemstar needs to make money off of this joker right here, right? Keemstar, the guy who's already a fucking multi-millionaire, wants to make money off of DSP, the guy who's broke like a joke and can barely pull in the views that some of the detractors restreaming at like all hours of the day, not even on his own like live content, can pull. Really? Really? Are you sure about that? No, it wasn't Rocket League. It was one of those one of those free games that he played for a little bit. You literally like jumped in and out of fucking vehicles and you were attacking each other. It was a dumbass game. He only played it for like 2 days. And he was hyping it up pretty much until he actually played it, and he was like, yeah, that's pretty stupid. Keem is incredibly scary at this point. Please keep you and your family safe and do whatever needs to be done. This is a fucking joke post. Has to be a joke post. I refuse to believe that this dude is real. Yeah, it's literally Copium. His name is Copium. Dude is fucking with you. Alex from Phoenix. Keemstar cannot let it go. He has a narcissistic power trip issue. He's mentally not all there, as he literally comments under a video about this dude talking about having gay relationships with Keemstar. Oh my God, these people. Hey, look, K Galleon. He climbed out of his hovel, his little fucking fort that's about to be demolished, his little forums. Man, stop getting baited. No, wow, holy shit. He's actually saying something that's logical. You know what? That podcast is never really going to happen. And Keem just wants to fuck with you. Holy shit, K Galleon with a moment of, I can't believe the horse fucker himself actually has a good point. Bill, stop being baited. You know what? Horse fuckers can be right too, I suppose. Copium is a LARPer in chat. Yeah, it's easy to tell. That's what I was about to say. Like with the name of Copium, I was like, dude, this is a fucking joke. Horse humper is a moron. Yeah, he definitely a moron. Stay true to yourself, Phil. Don't bow to the world, my friend. Keem just wants to use and exploit you, and you already know that. Yeah, DSP knows from experience about fucking exploiting people. And then First Order brings up John 2:15, which is funny because he exploited a guy named John once. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. He's literally talking to a guy who literally loves money. And he talks about how much he needs money. He's not even a god. He's not even a God worshipping man. He's a godless heathen who likes to pretend he was a fucking Catholic. And you're going to be tossing Bible verses at this jackass? Aw, dude, I hope you burn in hell for all eternity, First Order. I really do. I really fucking do. Wonder McThunder, this Keemstar dude is scary. Real talk. Keemstar is a cancer. Good on you for standing your ground and refusing to give in. To what, having sex with Keemstar? The best thing to do is to ignore this man and just continue doing what you're doing, which is not ignoring Keemstar. We made a 16-minute video on Keemstar. We made pre-streams about Keemstar. You're saying to keep doing what you're doing. He's not doing what he needs to be doing, which is just ignoring Keemstar. Keem, he doesn't want your dirty money. Take a hint. Says Clyde Blood, another one of the Clyde Baxter people. This is literally a Baxter account. It was made recently too. Wow, I can't believe it. Another one of the Baxter bros. And 11 of the sock accounts thumbed it up. Keemstar, why are you the way that you are? Says Gray Fox RJ. Well said, Phil. What was well said? The Keebler Elf joke? Him saying no, him saying he's married. What was well said? I want this regarded idiot to tell me what the hell was well said. And look at that. This dude makes videos. What kind of videos does he make? Retarded videos? I think he does. Yeah, he does. What the fuck is this? I'm looking at a fucking, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm looking at some, what the fuck am I looking at? I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes, man, sometimes man, sometimes. Keen needs to stop obsessing over you and get a life, just like all these other trolls. Come on, trolls. What are you doing, trolls? Stop trolling, you trolls. You need to get a life, trolls. Oh man, feels bad, man. I don't have a life. All I'm doing is trolling. What am I doing exactly? I'm making fun of a dude like saying dumb shit on the internet, looking at other people say dumb shit on the internet to validate his existence. Man, what am I doing with my life? Wrestling rots a brain. I agree. Stop trolling, trolls. Was that a vid for DSP? I don't know. You were talking about a thing. I wasn't even looking at it. I fucking don't know. But on this dude, Ant One. No, it wasn't. Thank God. Because if it was, I would have been mad. And Gray Fox is also. There's no DSP nonsense. Not here. And I don't want to look for it. I better not. Look at this. Dude. This is what this dude does. He mirrors other people's videos. He's a content thief. This is actually a content thief. Look at this. This is nonsense. 100%. This shit is just stolen from other channels. This is a content thief. I guarantee you this video exists somebody else. Look. He literally took a fucking Twitter video and he posted up as his own. Oh my god, these are the people that agree with him. Actual fucking trolls and content thieves. Fucking A. Whatever. The guy before, not the first one, the 40-year-old. I don't fucking care. Orange thumb. Okay. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look for the orange thumbnail. Fucking A. Not that. Can you pet Dark Side Phil?
That face. Look at it.
Oh, wow.
I can pet it.
Change shape.
I can pet it. It's beautiful.
Darn. This makes it harder
That's
for us to
amazing.
get to the bridge.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
I bet you weren't expecting this. The only way you can get to me is through the sky deck. I doubt if you can figure this one out.
The streamer is Lana Berry, an awesome new streamer. Where? On YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on fucking Pornhub? Where is this person? I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go for this person. Thank you, Gray Fox RJ. You are a content thief, and you also don't even link to people's shit properly. You're basically like DSP. Yeah, I know Jefferson was in there. Yeah, because she could be on Mixer. We don't know. I don't over this. Did we do anything else? Did we make any tweets? Did DSP make a fucking tweet? Let me end this. Go over this right now. DSP Twitter. Yeah, he probably tweeted about his own thing. He was like, yeah, watch this video. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he literally did. He literally just posted up his own video. My final answer, the final solution to Keemstar, blah, 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 blah. And then like a fucking bunch of idiots retweeted. And a reminder, there was no fucking final solution or whatever. Still crowing about the false strike shit, even though those are long gone and it's not actually a thing. Level 1 podcast, Elden Ring, tier maker stream. Holy shit, that's nothing content. Oh my god. Star Wars, Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, Wednesday Day Off, Fight and Feast, fucking fight. Holy shit. Was somebody trolling him and successfully trolled him into doing this? Holy smokes. Yeah, let's look at the daily wrap. Is there a daily wrap? There had to have been a daily wrap. My god. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. All right, let's look at the daily wrap. He's already looking like an unhinged class. You know what's funny? The video that should have had more views, which should have been the daily wrap, has less views because this drama content took over. So this will never have any more views. Basically, nobody watched this and everybody watched this. That's pretty good.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Blah, blah, blah. Phil here.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 7th of May, almost forgot the month, 2023. A little bit of a different day today because today I only did one stream. And on that one stream, we did a level 1 podcast, and we actually continued with Jedi Survivor, although it kind of was a unique stream of Jedi Survivor, which we're going to talk about right now. Now, don't worry, tomorrow...
It was unique how? It's unique because we have the weird buzzing sound that doesn't go away? Was it unique because you fought a frog and another frog for an hour? What was the unique part about it? I don't know. Dislike the vid, please. Oh, just because of that, Rigel? I'm not even going to do anything. I'm not going to interact with the video just because you told me to do something. I'm not going to do it.
We're getting back to
I'm
normality.
married, dude.
We'll talk about that in a moment.
Can't
But let's
force me to
recap
do
what
what I
happened
want.
today. So on today's Level 1
Shows
podcast,
ring
it
on
was
finger.
a very much relaxed and chill session. And what I mean by that is there really was no gaming news going on. There really was no big updates in anything. So instead of actually having to focus on that kind of stuff, we just talked for a very long time, about 90 minutes. And we had various topics that were discussed. It was pretty cool because we started coming up with some other ideas. Like we started talking about future events and things. And some people actually came up with some interesting ideas for my 15th anniversary that's coming up in September. Maybe do a
15th anniversary coming up in September. Bro, it's May. It's fucking May. You could talk about this when it's September, but it's fucking May, dude. We're talking about shit that's like how many months off?
Playthrough of one of the games that was one of the first games I ever played on YouTube, but actually didn't do a full playthrough of. There's a few of those. Maybe go back down memory lane and do a retrospective event where we watch some classic playthroughs or reviews or projects I've done over the years.
Remember when he tried to sell the retrospective and nobody wanted to sub for it, and now we're trying to resell it again? I mean, either. Jesus Christ, we're gonna do the retrospective again. What are we also gonna do? We're also gonna DoorDash some food while we're at it? I hope DoorDashing is in the picture.
Some pretty good ideas. And so it was a really great chill podcast. If you want to watch it, I recommend it. It was one of those less no drama nonsense, more focused on interesting stuff kind of deals. Give it a look from this morning. Okay. Then we continue with the Star Wars Jedi Survivor playthrough. And I'll be honest here. Yeah.
I'll be honest here. I like how you said that.
Then we continue with the Star Wars Jedi Survivor playthrough. And I'll be honest here. Yeah, I kind of got obsessed with beating a very difficult challenge boss, okay?
Defense mode activated.
So last time around, I tasked myself with beating
the plantation style draw,
which is an incredibly tough boss. The problem is the frame rate's so bad in the game, it's super hard to fight. If it's not running at 60 frames, it's very hard to do any kind of reactions or whatever, and it just makes this boss so hard, and the boss can insta-kill you. I took about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to beat it, and I beat it last stream, and then we continued on with the story, with exploration and you know, plot. This time around, guess what happens? I unlock an optional boss fight. It's the spawn of Ogdo and his father, the regular Bogdo Ogdo, from the first game, together, 2v1 boss fight.
But people already knew this if they saw the end of your playthrough from last week when you did this on Friday or whenever the fuck it was. They saw that you fought him like twice and you said you were going to save it for next time. They weren't surprised, Phil. They already knew. It already happened. Did he forget?
The difference is it's in a virtual arena where the game actually does run at 60 frames per second, so the controls work to some extent. There's still issues. For example, if you try to jump and you're not exactly in the right spot, the game will not give you a jump. It'll give you this weird flip back, and now you can get hit when the only way to dodge certain attacks from these enemies is a jump. It's stupid because it's not consistent. And I was finding that in the controls of the game, there are some inconsistencies, which is frustrating for a game like this, where you need everything to come out, because essentially it's like Star Wars Dark Souls, right?
Star Wars Dark Souls.
I spent
God damn it.
almost 2 hours on today's stream. I became obsessed with beating them, and I did.
Dude. Is that something we're supposed to clap? Are we supposed to give a standing ovation that this dude spent 2 hours fighting 2 frogs? Are you serious? Phil, honey, are you being serious right now? Are you being serious right now? I hungry what you dinner? I had sliced apples and peanut butter. I didn't have really anything for dinner. I kind of wasn't feeling that great, so I didn't really eat a whole lot.
So thankfully, I did beat the dual Ogdo boss fight, okay? Thankfully, and I'm happy I did, and now it's done, but man, it wasn't worth it. I got 1 skill point for doing it. So everyone's like, oh, hallelujah when I did it, because some people were so upset I was taking so much time on the stream to do this, and then I finally did it, and then people were like, so what do you get? Oh, like nothing, like 1 skill point. It's pathetic. You think for doing a double boss fight that's insanely hard, you should get like, you know, 5 skill points, 1. And everyone's like, oh, well, that's because you can come back later in the game and do it. I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid.
No, it's not fucking stupid. This is the same shit that you went through when you fought the Crucible Knight, and the same shit you went through when you fought the, what the fuck was it called? The one on horseback on Elden Ring. And when people said, just come back to it later, and he didn't want to do it, and then he got his ass kicked for hours. So he was stubborn again on a new game again, and then he suffered again. Yeah, the Tree Sentinel. This is literally the Crucible Knight and the Tree Sentinel all over again. The thing that was optional that he didn't need to do, and he was so stubborn he had to do it, and he thinks it's like rewarding because he did it. Like, nobody's going to remember that DSP beat the 2 frog bosses. They're going to remember the 4 hours he spent trying to beat the frog bosses, because it's going to be on the This Is How You Don't Play montage, and he knows it, and he fucking knows it. I don't know if he does this on purpose or not. It's actually pretty funny because this is the shit that people actually want. They want to see him like suffering and raging. Those of you who didn't even see it. That's actually funny too. He's doing the daily rap and he's putting that as the label. It's actually intelligent to do it that way, even though you're not playing the game. So it's kind of deceptive. Let's see. Ogdo. Wait, where's what? Hold up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he forgot to chop the parts. He literally fucked himself in the ass and forgot to chop the parts. He was so mad at fighting this boss. He did not split the parts like he should have. He was just angry. Oh yeah, I think this is where he was like, I'm going beast mode.
If Frog wasn't sneaking up on the side, I would have had it. You gotta be aggressive and go for multiple hits and just dodge every once in a while when it's easy.
Wonder if this is the going beast mode. It may be the going beast mode. He must have been pretty happy too. Maybe not. Initially he got super mad and he was like, I'm going beast mode, but he didn't really say I'm going beast mode, but you know, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna get serious, I'm gonna get in their face and everything. It was just the same shit. He ended up getting like
now that's just nonsense. There's nothing I can do. I jump to the side, he grabs you anyway, even though you're nowhere near the tongue. And it's gonna be death every time that happens and the hitbox fails. That's complete bullshit.
Yeah, I felt like he did a now I'm pissed. I wonder if the transcripts are up. Hey, it is. Okay, so all we gotta do is say I'm pissed. Maybe pissed isn't the right word. Maybe something else. Didn't he say something about shoving it up their frog dicks or something? I feel like the word shove should be somewhere in there. Damn. I can't remember what he said. He said something. Only I could remember a key phrase. Ad? Serious?
Fucking Night game development. Seriously.
That's just seriously. Yeah, he did say some harmful frog slurs. I just wanted to find that one frog slur where he was like, I was gonna shove this thing up its dick hole or something. Yeah, maybe I should just look for the word hole. There we go, dick hole. There we go. Right around here.
Saber toss I'm already doing. He decides to do it.
Yeah, there we go. This is where he gets serious. And
Fuck
he goes
this. Now I'm not
beast mode.
fucking around. I'm serious. I'm not fucking around
I'm
anymore.
going beast mode.
No, because now we're about to end and we're gonna go on with the rest of the game. I'm not fucking around any fucking more. Fuck this shit. Fuck you two piece of shit toad frog motherfuckers. I'm gonna shove my lightsaber right up your fucking dick hole. Fuck you. Come over.
Only DSP thinks of frog dick holes, by the way. I've never wanted to know what a frog penis maybe looks like, but only DSP would think of a frog dick hole.
You piece of fucking shit.
Man. I wonder what that means.
I'm afraid of you, you fucking bitch. Suck my fucking saber, bitch. Eat it. Come on, motherfucker.
Look at how serious he is right now.
Oh, were you trying to hit me? Then why didn't you?
Oh, you trying to hit me? Why didn't you hit me? Huh? How come you didn't hit me? He's going frog mode right now.
What seems to be the trouble, froggy boy?
He really wanted to make some weird kind of frog pun right there. What seems to be the trouble, froggy boy?
What seems to be the trouble, froggy boy?
I know, he's getting full of himself right now too. He's getting so full of himself. He's thinking, oh, I almost killed this one frog. He's about to be dead. Look at him. Look at him. He's so happy right now. He's like, I'm about to win. I'm gonna kill this frog and I'm gonna kill this other frog.
Toss me one, BD. Almost had him. See that?
Almost had him. See that? And he would proceed to lose like continuously for like another 20 minutes or so. It's actually pretty insulting. Yeah, see that? I almost had him.
See that? You gotta be aggressive. You gotta be fucking aggressive. Because you can get tons of hits if you're aggressive. You see that?
Yeah, you see that? You see that? You see that? You see that, Mr. Blind Man? See that, Super Mr. Blind Man? 3D HD remix?
What video game do you play where there's a super hard challenge boss at the very beginning and there's no good reward for it because they say, oh, come back later? Then don't put it at the beginning of the game, put it later in the game. It's bad game design. It's stupid. Anyway, after completing that optional boss, then I continued on with the main story. We went towards the forest array. There was an optional exploration and an optional temple I did, and then we actually headed further into the main area. New enemies, mini bosses and stuff. Pretty fun. All right, the graphics still don't hold up. The graphics are still very, very choppy. And then get this.
The graphics are very, very choppy. Did he mean the frame rate is very, very choppy? Because if you're talking about the graphics have, well, I mean, they tie into the frame rate, but the graphics are the graphical fidelity of whatever it is you're looking at. Like whenever I look at DSP, I can say the graphics for Phil's model is pretty terrible. Now the frame rate is okay, at least when we're looking at Phil's camera, but the graphical fidelity of DSP is buggy and blurry. That's just what it is. It has nothing to do with the frame rate, necessarily. I mean, it does and it doesn't. Just DSP doesn't have enough polygons to make him a very clear and crisp model. That's just what it is. Whatever they used to texture mapping that they used for this Phil model was not good. They need to switch to the 4K model. The 4K texture mapping.
As I'm doing the main story of the game, I'm about 15 minutes into this new story area, and I open a chest, and it's a pair of pants called the Hunter's Pants.
Whoa,
and
pants.
As I go to equip them, the game crashes.
Oh.
I reboot the game. It saved nothing of my progress whatsoever from actually going into the forest array.
So Phil put on some pants, the game crashed, and it didn't save. That's pretty good. That sounds about his life, really.
Forcing me to replay over 15 minutes
Phil,
of gameplay, and I rushed through it the second
Phil
time.
fucked
like,
up because he put on
this
pants.
game is so unpolished. A frame rate that's not
He's gonna
stable,
play it,
controls
though.
that sadly
He's gonna
aren't
play it and
consistent,
finish
and
it.
now the game's crashing.
$70.
Like, what happened here?
Look at
Because
your
if
game,
you take
Sean.
away the
Look
unpolished
at your game.
nature of the game, if this game were polished, the plot,
It was Polish?
the actual visuals besides the frame rate dips, the mechanics that work, the lightsaber combat, it's fun. It's a fun game. It's just a mess because it feels like it needed 6 more months to be polished that they didn't give it.
Thank you for kicking the camera, Phil. I appreciated that. Everybody appreciated that. Fix your game, Sean. Hello. Hello, Sean. Nope, he didn't get to wear the pants. Man, what were they thinking?
I don't know what happened or what they were thinking. I really feel like they ruined this game releasing it this way. I'm going to keep playing it. I had a ton of fun in that.
Man, what were they thinking? Game's a piece of shit. It was very unpolished, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep playing it, though. Oh, man. He's really committed to the lie right now. He's so committed to that. Do you remember when he was playing that free game, that free Wolong game, and how it was very, very good, but very, very hard, but it was very unpolished and everything. He didn't spend any money on that, but he was so willing to drop that game. I guess the difference was that game he could hold for ransom, and it was just very difficult, and people loved it, and they're not really loving Star Wars, but he paid money for it. I wonder if somebody just gave him $70 like, Phil, just stop playing the game. Do you think he would do that? Probably not. Probably not.
You know, that second half of today's stream, after I beat the dual boss and went on to the main plot, I was having a good time. It just sucks that we have to have these sessions that are so incredibly frustrating. So, good progress. I did upload, so you'll see the Level 1 podcast and the Star Wars videos are uploaded to the channel.
Didn't upload.
And that's the content for today. Why no second stream and why no late stream tonight? Well, tonight I was filming private videos for patrons, private react videos, that is. And I do
getting his money's worth.
three of them. 2 of them for Slayer, who everyone knows. I usually do like a K-pop and something different. And there was another one for someone else.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows these private videos I make. Everybody knows what I'm making. How do they know, Phil? Doesn't sound like they're private videos at all. Man. But fuck it, more K-pop. Jesus Christ. Phil is gonna be he's gonna be singing BTS at some point. I can't wait. He's gonna be just he's gonna come in to stream. He's just gonna be humming. I don't know any songs from any of the Korean dudes, but you know, I just can't wait. I can't wait for that one day that's gonna happen. It'll be worthwhile.
Wanted it to be private, so I had to work on that tonight. And then finally, yes,
And
I'm going to say
finally.
this to end the nonsense. Yes, I know I already said that, but more nonsense continues. I made one final video.
One final
my final
video.
answer for Keemstar.
Final answer. The
And that's
final
going
answer.
live. You'll see it
Final
on the channel here
response.
tonight.
Final
That's
answer.
all I have to say
Final
about it.
answer.
I'm literally now, from now on,
That's your
ignoring
final
everything
answer.
about
No, I
that
have
man.
one more
I'm done
final
with him
answer.
completely.
I'm
I
done with
can't
him.
believe this is still
I don't wanna
persisting.
suck his dick
After the last
anymore.
2 times I made it
I'm
abundantly
tired.
clear, now I'm actually literally
Now I'm
done
pissed.
1,000,000%.
I'm
to the point where
1,000,000%
I feel like I'm getting
done.
harassed
I'm
by this guy, and I'm
done.
done with it.
I'm really
So,
done.
That's that.
I'm
Watch
so
it if you want. If
done.
you're not interested in the drama nonsense,
so
don't.
done.
But that's the end of it for me. Tomorrow we are fully into normal content and fun stuff.
Wasn't
I
it
hope you'll join me
normal
for that.
content today? Was it fun stuff today? I guess it wasn't.
What will it be?
Yeah,
First
what
stream
will it be?
tomorrow will be the Level 1 podcast, where
First stream tomorrow will be the Level 1 podcast. You mean the first thing on your stream will be the Level 1 podcast? I think that's what you meant.
we'll see if there's game news or whatever, or it may just be another chill session.
We'll see if there's game news. If not, we'll just talk about nothing, and we'll literally waste your time for an hour and a half. You get to listen to some music that potentially will be struck for silly nonsense reasons, because that one guy who got you the last time happens to have a bunch of your songs ready and waiting to literally strike you with, and you should be careful about that. But Phil doesn't realize that. It's whatever.
And then it's going to be Elden Ring. Now, last time we got
Whoa,
hooked up on the
Elden
God Serpent
Ring.
/ Riker boss.
Can't wait
I don't
to
know if
sleep
we'll
to
try
that.
to beat him, because it looks like I have to
Siege
respec
mode
to beat
activated?
him. I don't know if I really want to respec right now, so maybe we'll just leave. And who cares? Like 19,000 runes. I really don't care. Maybe we'll go do another dungeon, right? There's many other optional things to do. We could go to the Imperial City. We
Oh,
could go
all these
to
things we
Astel
could do.
River and then go to Noxtella, or we could go to the Deep Root Depths and do any of those optional. Well, I guess the Imperial City technically isn't optional, but we can do any of those things and have a good time with it. So maybe we'll do
have
one
a
of those.
great
We'll figure
time.
it out. Maybe I'll do
We'll
a
figure
poll,
it out.
and people will choose what they want me to do first, and
You
we'll
get
go
to
from there
choose.
tomorrow
Let's
on
choose your
Elden
own
Ring stream.
adventures.
Late stream tomorrow night is something completely unique and different. It's not on DSP Gaming. It's over on the sister channel DSP Reacts. So check it out, youtube.com/.
What are we doing with your sister again, Phil? What are we doing with your sister? I saw that frame. There was a weird buggy ass frame there for a second. Not there for a second.
.com/@DSP Reacts.
Blinking so
A
fast.
tier maker stream. We are going to be ranking
Whoa.
all of the Zelda games. All right.
I can't wait, guys. Can you believe that? 2 hours of just literally going on tier maker and then ranking Zelda games. He's gonna literally tell you his history, his personal history with all of these Zelda games. He's gonna rank Skyward Sword like one of the worst games ever, and he's gonna like debate on whether or not Majora's Mask or like some other fucking game like Twilight Princess or something is like at the top or something. I don't fucking. Can you imagine that though? 2 hours of that. I don't know if you've ever watched somebody do a tier maker, but tier makers are not that deep. They really are not that deep. You don't tell a history, your life story about a fucking thing that you're rating with every single thing on tier maker. Like maybe you can like mention something about it, but you don't need to give like the history lesson of like what year it was made, what console, how many times it gave you a reach around, anything like that. That's just nonsense. It literally is nonsense. I don't have to imagine it because you'll probably restream it. Dongus knows me so well, but I don't even think I want to. I thought about it. Like the food one was different because the food one, I already did that. I literally did the same exact thing he did, but I did it on a Discord stream. I was literally fucking around on Discord while we were having movie night, but it was before movie night. I literally ranked all the fucking fast food shit because somebody asked me to do that, and it took like the better part of 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. I didn't have to go to history lesson of like who KFC was. I just like, no, I never went to Wawa's, and yes, I fucking had Boston Market. Oh, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, that's all I did. Phil had to make it a giant ass adventure because he has to pad out everything. Hopefully people will understand this is not really great content and they won't care about it. Yeah, watch today's podcast where he pulled his shorts from his butt crack on stream. Classic DSP OnlyFans. I did not see that. No, probably was pretty good. I'm not going to scrub around specifically for DSP pulling the shorts from his ass crack, but it seems like classic Phil nonsense. I don't know. Maybe somebody will post something on Twitter and I'll like it and I'll retweet it.
I'm very excited for this. So it's going to be basically all the Zelda games I've ever played. It's going to include you know, the
You know,
old school console games
old
on the
school.
NES, Super NES is going to include the HD versions of games I played
Whoa.
recently. Some cases I played 2 versions of the games, and I'm going to rank them against each other.
Skyward Sword.
And the thing is, I know how contentious Zelda can be. The only amiibo I even own is from Twilight Princess.
And he pulls out the amiibo again. Dude, he has this thing right next to his desk, right now, and next to his laptop. He always pulls this thing out. Why doesn't he just have that on, like, behind him on the back of, like, where the artboard, like, all the art and shit is? Might as well have that there. What, are people gonna think he's a fucking furry because he has, like, Midna and Wolf Link? Put it there next to Sonic and fucking Vault Boy.
It's HD. All right, this is going to be a special stream. I hope you'll join me tomorrow, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time on DSP Reacts for my
Special
next
stream.
awesome late night tier maker project. It should probably, I would think, last the entirety of the 2 hours. If it doesn't, we'll probably just hang out and chill for the rest of the stream. But I think it's going to be pretty contentious. I did the math. I think there's like 14 or 13 Zelda games I played that I can rank.
The math. 13 or 14 Zelda games I can rank, and he's gonna somehow or another stretch it to 2 fucking hours. Holy shit.
And the other ones, obviously, other people will be weighing in and tell me about as well, because I don't really know about all of them. I didn't play many
Other
of the,
people
any of the
will weigh
handheld
in.
ones.
Begging hands.
So, I hope you'll join. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be contentious. It's a
Hyping,
great way to build up the
hyping it
hype
up,
for Zelda Tears of the
hyping it
Kingdom
up,
later this week. That's
hyping
tomorrow.
it up.
Okay.
Literally being a hype beast.
Hey guys, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed everything today. Sorry there was no late stream, but we're back to normalcy tomorrow. Have a good night and see you in the morning. Peace out.
Oh man. Let me see what tier maker is it gonna do here. Tier makers. Look up the Zelda games, the Zeldars. Where's our Zeldar games? Legend of Zelda games. So he's definitely gonna pick the first one. No, he's gonna pick this one probably. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. So he's gonna have this one that he's gonna review. It doesn't even have, I don't think, every single Zelda. I don't think so. Like, we already have Tears of the Kingdom on here. How do we have Tears of the Kingdom on here if you haven't even, how is this already on here? Bro, what? Oh my god. Yeah, this is some actual fucking nonsense. Dude. I know it got leaked, but he's gonna say something about this. I don't fucking know. Should I rank my Zelda choices? I like how this is. Oh, I thought this was. For some reason, I thought this was like the 3DS one. Ocarina of Time. Half these pictures are so fucking tiny. They gotta be made for ants. Look at this. I gotta zoom, like hyper zoom in. Link Between Worlds. I've never played that. But this I've never played. Look at this. Never played. Link to the Past is really, really good. That up there. We might change that. Breath of the Wild was good. Skyward Sword. I enjoyed Skyward Sword. You're gonna hate me. That's like an A. 4 Swords. Played it, but it was kind of. I played it like only a little bit, and it wasn't that great. This is. Okay. I played this. Where's Mask? Kino. Fucking Kino. Link's Awakening was really, really good too, but it wasn't that. You know what? Well, here's what I'll do. We'll do this. Skyward Sword is good, but it's not great. Hold up. Ages. Hold up. Which season was the slightly mediocre one? Ages was the better one, I think, if I remember right. Because Seasons was like, I know it's basically the same game, but they had slightly different mechanics. I felt like Ages was slightly better. Oracle remake. Maybe, you never know. Spirit Tracks. I played. No, I didn't play Spirit Tracks. I have it though. Maybe one day. Phantom Hourglass. Didn't play that. Minish Cap. I had that. I played it. It was okay. Okay. We can't put that. Ocarina of Time. We're also gonna put that up there. So also a classic. Wind Waker. instant, like, this is literally the best. For me, Wind Waker is always going to be the best for me. I love that. Triforce Heroes, I did not like that. It was kind of lame. You know what? People are going to hate me. Twilight Princess goes into sea. These are the 2 OG ones, isn't it? I never played 2, and then 1 was kind of whatever. It's kind of there you go. That's how I feel about everything. Minish to Sea, I just didn't really have that fun of a time with Minish Cap. Minish Cap was just okay. It was fine. Like, these are okay games. They're like whatever. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I think he's gonna use this one. This one literally has the most recent shit and has all of the Zelda games, and it has the required like fucking 12 to 13. You're gonna literally link me a thing. What is this gonna have? What is this gonna have? The same shit. It's literally the same fucking tier maker that I'm looking at right now. It's basically the same thing. But if not, then all it includes is fucking this, which is, this is the only difference. Literally, this is the only difference. And if I had to say Hyrule Warriors was like A. Like, it was fun. It was fun. There you go. If you wanted to know how I felt about Hyrule Warriors, it was fun. It was A. I had fun with it. That's how we feel about the games. There you go. Did it take me fucking 2 hours to do? No. Do I have to put any extreme explanations? If you want me to explain shit, I can. But like, Wind Waker was really, really fun for the time. I remember getting like fucking 2 copies of it back when it was sold out for the GameCube and everything. I thought that was the neatest shit ever. And I gave the other copy to my friend, and it was pretty cool. The store accidentally sent 2 copies of it, and I ordered it from, I can't remember where I ordered from. Maybe it was like a Best Buy thing or something. I legit cannot remember. Ocarina of Time was fucking goat. Majora's Mask I think was better though. I'd play Twilight on B, but otherwise I agree. Well, I just didn't have a great time with Twilight Princess. Like, if it was like true and honest, this is how I feel about it right here. Like, I feel like it was better than Seasons, but I didn't really care for Seasons, and Twilight Princess I just didn't care to finish all the way through. I would put this higher, but people are gonna yell at me, and I keep thinking back to it. It's like, I really only played the Wii version of this, but it was still cool too though. Waggling around, fucking doing the final boss fight and everything, hearing the Zelda's melody thing backwards and figuring that out. Oh man, it was great. Link to the Past also a good game too. Actually, I would put like this. This is how I feel about it. Breath of the Wild was cool, but it's not game changing for me. I mean, it was literally a different game, but it's not game changing to me. It was fun. I played for a lot of hours. I was glad it was over when it was done. I got a lot of hours of enjoyment. I'm like gonna get the Switch port and you'll fall back in love. You know what? If Twilight Princess gets a Switch port, I will try it again. I will try my hardest again to play it. I don't like the art style for Twilight Princess. The art style is actually what I liked, but I hated how much of a slog the beginning was. I really hated it. I felt like the pacing kind of fucked up because of that. I don't know. Maybe I really hated being a wolf. I just wanted to be Link and just going around slashing shit just all the time. Maybe that's the reason I hated it and I didn't enjoy it as much. I like the art, but it's all forced combat annoyed me to no end. Zelda TP design. Pokemon of the Wild. Yeah, Pokemon of the Wild. There you go. That's how I feel about shit. There. You know what, from seeing what DSP played of Legend of Zelda 2, I probably would put this as a C, maybe a little higher. It looks kind of fun, but I don't know. I feel like it would get annoying very, very quick. I should try the other games though. I physically have them. Ocarina of Time as double S, Wind Waker as S. That's not how I feel about it. Even if I had a double S tier, I would shift everything down and then it would be Wind Waker up at the top. I just really loved Wind Waker. I loved sailing around. That's just like, DSP doesn't understand that the charm for doing the tier maker isn't necessarily like well, you don't poll the audience like, hey guys, what do you think about this? And you sit there for like 10 minutes. You don't give a backstory about fucking all of these games because most of them you're not going to remember that deep. It's not that deep. And even if it is, like, it's your own personal memory. It can't be more than fucking 2 minutes long of just reminiscing about a game, unless you're really that invested. Like, I can remember all the dumb shit about like building on the stupid island and whatnot for Wind Waker, and going around and getting treasure chests and shit. And like, that was like cool as fuck. I can reminisce about that, but I can't go at length for more than fucking 5 minutes saying, you know, all the reasons why I think I should suck fucking Wind Waker's dick off. It's just not that important. DSP is going to somehow or another take this concept right here and stretch it out into 2 fucking hours. I don't even think I want to restream that. It's going to be lame. It legit is going to be lame. The music for the intro to Wind Waker punched me in the adventure gut straight away. Yay, right? It just feels like you're just on this grand adventure. You're supposed to be saving your sister and whatnot, and you know, you kind of start forgetting a little bit because you're just sailing around, you're doing all this fucking shit. I have fond memories of playing first Zelda with my gran. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Zelda 2 isn't that bad. I just think for me personally, if I played Zelda 2, it would just be, I would have fun with it, but then I would get pissed off at it at some point. So it would probably fall under B to C. If I had like a B- or a C+, that's probably where it's at. Just seeing how it's played. I just know how I would play it. I would just be mad at it the entire time. Why Twilight Princess a C? Because I personally didn't have fun with it. I personally did not enjoy it. That's why. That's why I said a lot of people will get mad at me for this, and then if I did this, they get even more mad at me. That's literally how I feel about things. That's why I compromise with this and I shoved this all the way over to the left. That's how I feel. But then I have to think about this because I only play this on the Wii, even though I have the Switch version. And the Switch version is probably pretty good too. Be controversial? Okay, I'll be controversial. There you go. That's controversial right there. There you go, idiots. That's controversial right there. That's how I really feel. It shows the skewing that I have for these games too. It shows you the games I didn't really touch. And you can't count this because that shouldn't even be in the list. That needs to just be the fuck out of here. Harvest Sword was the last Zelda you played, to be honest. It's just something about it, man. Just something about the wholesome relationship and everything. And going around and slashing shit with your fucking Wii chucks and everything. It was pretty good. Don't need to beat Breath of the Wild. I know there are some people that are like that. It just, the game kind of dragged on for a little bit. Harvest Sword's controls pissed me off. Having to buy that extra attachment. Yeah, you had to buy the extra dongle for the Wii chucks, and you had to get the extra long Wii condom to put on it to accommodate the space. Batteries drain too quickly. Yeah, that's why I had to have like dedicated rechargeable batteries for that shit and have it like ready to go just to swap out. But they fucking drain shit like a motherfucker with that attachment. Finish cap stream? No, there's too many things I gotta play and I've already promised way too much shit. It's not happening. Okay, there you go. There's your fucking Zelda review. I'm not gonna promise I won't restream it because I really have no interest in it. If for some reason people really need somebody to restream the whole Zelda react shit, I will if you really need it, but it's gonna be a waste of time. It's literally gonna be him just being a dick about everything. Majora's Mask is the GOAT. Yeah, you know what? I do agree with that. I had a lot of fun with Majora's Mask. It's definitely not the best, but it's second best for me. Restream it. Ocarina of Time and Majora is still top tier. They'll always be top tier. It's just that adventure, man. It's just a really big adventure. Pop invoked you last time, so you can invoke him to do it. I'm not gonna do that to him. If Piece of Peace wants me to boot up for tomorrow, all he has to do is let me know, or somebody let me know. Somebody let me know that he wanted to let me know. I mean, anybody can let me know. You know how it goes. Yeah, I feel like they'll mention Keemstar when he's doing that. It'll happen during the pre-stream too. They're timeless. They're definitely able to withstand the test of time. It's hard to say that they're timeless. I kind of wish we had a more modern port other than the 3DS, but it'll probably be a minute. So Yeah, I'm whatever for it. It'll happen, and if I boot, I'll boot, and if not, I'll probably play some video games, or maybe I won't even feel that good and just will fuck off. He says hate is therapy. It is therapy. I know he gets very animated and very heated over it, his opinions and everything about DSP, but it's generally from a place of understanding that this dude is kind of an idiot, and he could easily turn shit around, and he just is unwilling. It's like yelling at the bus driver who's ready to hit a brick wall. It's like, bro, you could just hit the brakes, just pump the brakes, just do anything, just swerve to the left or the right, anything. And you're desperately screaming at him, and he just won't do it. He's like, man, I'm gonna run this fucking bus into a brick wall. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll have enough sleep for today. I had 8 to 12. Yeah, I had 8 to 12 and then 5 to 7:30. I'll have enough sleep. I'll be able to function. I'll probably take a nap in the middle of the day too. It should be slow enough for the work day, and I've caught up with a lot of shit, and people should not be off this week. Hopefully. I might take a day off. I gotta do a 24-hour stream since a lot of people were being very supportive on the Twitch stream. You guys don't have to do that. I'm just kind of, I just like chilling and hanging out and just doing dumb shit. You know how it is with me. I never commit to anything. I can never commit to anything. I don't know. I'll try and make a schedule for gameplay and shit, but I can never hold myself to any of that shit either. Always fucking things up. I don't think if there's anything else I needed to mention. I don't think I have anything else to mention. I'm just rambling now. I'm rambling because it's 5 in the morning. I'm literally Stu right now. Literally become Uncle Stu. And I gotta do the yell at the end. That's okay, Uncle Stu. I don't even want it anymore. Ah! Even Stu was up that late. No, he was. He was up at 4 in the morning making the chocolate pudding. Okay, let's get out of here. Not playing the little doot doot doot. Sorry, Dingus. Got claimed last time. And they'll fucking mute. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see whether or not we get muted this time. No, wait, no, I don't want to actually risk it, because if I have to deal with editing and I don't want to deal with it, you know, we're not gonna risk it. Sorry, guys. It's just how it is. We will have a better time tomorrow. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for existing during this timeline. What a cursed timeline this is. I'm sorry that I wasted everybody's time watching nonsense. Hopefully you had fun with the nonsense. You have nobody to raid. Well, you know what? No. If you guys want to fall asleep listening to some This How You Don't plays, I'm going to raid Mr. Stuff. He's currently doing 24/7 restream, not restream, but playing random This How You Don't plays. So you can watch some Donkey Kong 64. And him and DSP playing it. It's the Outsider edition. Still fucking 3.5 hours left to go on this one. Holy shit. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun. I'm telling you, and as somebody who also has fun occasionally, you're gonna have fun listening to it. And fall asleep to it. I'm gonna fall asleep to it. Yeah, and if you haven't already, you should totally sub to him. Great idea. All right, goodbye, everybody. You have a good night. Take care. Get good sleep. And if you're awake, make sure you have a good day.